Good morning. Today Tuesday, 22nd September 2015. Paper highlights read by Christina. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Daily Mirror. Venezuela case CID says 85 phone calls to prison officials. Millions sent through the easy cash to 45 prison officials. The CID has informed court that investigation into the 184 telephone calls conversation of drug kidnapping Venezuela and that of his accomplice the relevant that 85 of them have been with prison officers. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Hirunika's dilemma, how to address Mahinda Rajapaksa. UNP parliamentarian Hirunika Premachandra yesterday said she was uncertain as how to address former President Mahinda Rajapaksa since he was also now an ordinary parliamentarian. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Miss Vijay Veera hits out a JVP attitude towards them. Late JVP leader Rohana Vijay Veera's widow Chitrangani yesterday said she wondered how the JVP was now saying that the party would take care of her family since the party had failed to look into the well-being for her family for the past 26 years. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Alleged assault in Envoy. Suspect granted bail. Colombo Fort Magistrate yesterday ordered that the suspect alleged to have been involved in the verbally abusing of assaulting a Russian diplomat be released on bail. The identification parade scheduled for yesterday was cancelled by the magistrate Priyanta Liyanage since the victim, Russian diplomat who had been named as the first witness in the case, was not present in court. Another news highlight. Dinesh want PSC to resolve nationalist quagmire. Colombo District Parliamentarian and MEP leader Dinesh Gunawardena said he would today request Speaker Karu Jayasuriya to appoint all the party parliamentary selection committee in inquiry to the nationalist quagmire. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. DNA report soon on Tajuddin's body part. Genetic company senior scientist Ruanje Ileperuma informed Colombo Additional Magistrate Nishant Piris that his company was conducted DNA test on the body parts of rugby player Mohammad Basim Tajuddin, who died under the suspicious crime sentence. Another news from Daily Mirror. Even a duck not safe. 4 suspects were granted bail after being produced before the Chief Magistrate Grihan Pilapitia on charges of stealing a duck kept for a public viewing in a pond of Vihara Mahadevi Park on Colombo 7. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Uva CM assaulted me. Ex-Pasara PS member. Former Pasara Pradesh Sabha UNP member Rukman Rajapaksa was logged a complaint saying that newly appointed Uva Province Chief Ministers Chamara Sampath of UPFA had assaulted him after heated agreement between them, police said. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. LSSP contacts UPFA national list in SC. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Daily News. SLFP rebels accept Sambandhan. Sri Lanka Freedom Party MP planning to function an opposition member in parliament from today have decided to expect Tamil National Alliance R Sambandhan than as opposition leader. Explaining reasons leading to the decision, United People Freedom Alliance parliamentarian and former Western Province Chief Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said his group felt it was not an opportune moment to challenge Sambandhan as it might to be used by some interested parties to convey wrong message to the international community. Earlier, the distant group with the SLFP, the several MPs representing constituent parties in the UPFA who do not wish to support the national government, vehemently opposed the appointment of the Sambandhan as the opposition leader. Another news highlight from Daily News. Mangala and Vijayadasa saved Mahinda Rajapaksa from electric chair, Prime Minister. Foreign Minister Mangala Samaravira and Justice Minister Vijayadasa Rajapaksa saved former President Mahinda Rajapaksa from the electric chair, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe quipped at the UNP Working Committee meeting last evening. Maybe because they too hail from the southern province like Rajapaksa, the jovial Prime Minister told UNP Working Committee members who attended the second Working Committee meeting after the parliamentary election. The Prime Minister, addressing the working committee meeting, said outcome of the 30th session of the UNRC was victory for the Sri Lankan government as the international community is arriving at consensus and diplomatic inquiry mechanism. Another news highlight from Daily News. Death toll in final pairs was not 40,000. Paranagama. The death toll of the final pairs of Elam War was not 40,000 as claimed in 2011 of report panel of expert appointed by UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, but probably a little above 7,000. The Sri Lankan Commission of Missing Person War Crimes Chairman Justice Maxwell Paranagama said. Paranagama told Express on Sunday that while investigation by his panel could not come any price figures of death was certainly not 40,000 at state in the UN panel report. Even the report was not definitive, only saying the 40,000 may have been killed. More news highlight from Daily News. Left wants special commission to probe nationalist appointment. Member of leftist political parties yesterday said they were planning to make a request to Parliament to appoint a special commission in Parliament to investigate violations of parliamentary tradition which occurred when appointing MPs through the national list. Another news highlight from Daily News. Gamman Pillar tells government we cannot be silenced or intimated by the government. Pivithuru Helahurumaya leader and Uday Gamman Pillar said we need very clear and prompt answer to our question, starting that we are prompting racism is not an answer. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. 5 opposition members to meet Speaker. The leader of the Mahajana Eksat Peramuna, Dinesh Gunawardena, had spoken to Speaker Karu Jayasuriya yesterday, requesting a seating plan enable 5 MPs who are not support of the national government to sit on the opposition when Parliament in its session. 20 UPFA MPs to sit in opposition. Parliamentary sources speaking to Ceylon today stated that more than 20 members of the Parliament government party will be allowed to sit in the back row seats of the opposition. Another news highlight from Ceylon today. Army Intelligence Chief clues on Agnaligoda. The CID investigation have revealed that Chief of the Army Intelligence Division did not know anything about the disappearance to popular journalist Pragit Agnaligoda. Another news highlight from Ceylon today. Independent commissions by 15 October. Urgent step would be taken to establish all the independent commissions period to 15 October subsequent to the meeting of the full membership of the Constitutional Council. This move was decided yesterday at the Parliamentary Complex following an initial discussion. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspaper. We will bring you more tomorrow.